I was just another brown boy, blessed by two worlds and two cultures, cursed by two different vultures. Growing up asking who am I? Growing up asking what are they doing and why? Putting my inner puzzle together, something I would try. Listen up. This is a tale about my younger self that needs to be told. Let's see how it unfolds. In Denmark, born and raised, am I then a Dane? My parents, background and color say I'm Tamil, and that does fill me with pride alongside being a Dane. I'm aiming to juggle between two ethnicities and cultures on my life's bumpy lane. Living in a Tamil reality, surrounded by loads of good values such as kindness, togetherness, and hospitality. However, still hindered by bringing each other down instead of up. A crab mentality, still influenced by caste, a social categorization. Why is it relevant? We are all Tamils with the same opportunities in the same nation. Living in a Danish reality, I learned to value every one of us, every single creation, respect and tolerance, a pioneer of a nation. However, considering these two cultures, these two ways of living, caused a lot of hesitation, ignoring my desire because of my Tamil cultural attire growing up. I wanted to inspire. Difficult to feel being pulled back by culture etiquette, a culture wire. As a teenager, I had two depressions. They became the last straw. All these cultural and who am I questions. Two times fighting the struggles, getting down and back up after being punched by your own inner knuckles. All these inner debates, struggles, and blessings became learning. I'll never be complete, and the degree of 100% life satisfaction isn't something that I'll ever be earning. 23, still growing, still asking who am I, still trying to figure out, won't deny. Having an open mind is the best way to try to face all these questions of when, what, how, and why. At last, to be honest, growing up as a Tamil boy, there were limited restrictions, a lot of space I had. And to be a Tamil girl, you will be listening to the constant chanting of don't do this and don't do that. All these differences caused by a patriarchal mentality and culture. Can't explain that in 310. When's the next poetry slam? I might tell you then. I've been working like I've never been. I struggle every day, but I just can't let the devil in. And if I knew back then what I know right now, I would be better than I've ever been. That's logic. When I was a kid, I expressed my anger through tears, but I was unaware of the fears I faced in my adolescent years. More anger, more tears. Those challenges were tough, they were fierce. I did not know how to solve. My problems started to evolve. First depression at 14. Dark times, sad times, where have I been? I was walking around with empty mental suitcases. It was just 4 years after I learned to tie my shoelaces. So what did I know about life? I knew nothing at all. Rest in peace, my grandmother. You taught me to stand up every time I fall. One of the brightest stars in my life was no longer shining. Her significance I will never be undermining. Second depression at 17, it became life defining. I was hopeless, I was helpless, I was restless. I had to confess my life was a mess. I was searching after the light at the end of the dark tunnel of depression. What I did at 14 was a repression of how sad I was. What I did at 17 was dealing with the issues of others. I started to forget the worrying face of my mothers. My mind was empty and dull. I simply didn't bother. However, I started to fill my mental suitcases like no other. As I was starting to fill, it began to spill. There was too much to think about. I just wanted to get out, away from my surroundings. I didn't shout. I started to write down how I was feeling, how my life was mentally bleeding, how I was obsessed about proceeding from this dark place called stress. I desperately wanted to impress females around me. Little did I know back then that 2017 would astound me. Little did I know back then that my inner demons would go away, that I would eventually find my own way, that using my pen and paper would be therapy without pay. In my current state of mind, I would happily stay. Today I feel capable of doing anything what I'll say, and if I knew back then what I know right now, everything would have gone my way. I know what I'm missing. That's why I'm clearly reminiscing about what it used to be, about how I might have wanted it to be. At the end, I used my common sense. I had to look beyond my desire, but what I went through is something that will forever inspire. Mixed feelings, different kinds of tears. It was something special, and it clearly appears how I changed compared to my adolescent years. A year ago, I couldn't imagine how this made me win, how this made me cherish the life that I'm in, how this will stay with me forever, how this made me more than clever. Little did I expect what will happen in the first place, but what happened did amaze. It phased. I realized I did not have to speculate. I thought, whatever happens will be simply be fate, which made what I went through even more than great. And now I'm reminiscing, and now I'm reflecting, and now I'm imagining what's in store for me, about what is meant to be the right thing to do for me. However, it's not about being stuck in what you're missing. It's about appreciating and asking those around you, and they will be helping how to move on, which is progressing from constantly reminiscing. I am not saying that you will progress by forgetting. I'm saying that you will progress by not letting what happened control you. Everything happened for a reason. That's how the old saying goes. Just remember, appreciate life through the highs and lows. Dreams, desires, beliefs, left, right, and center. Everyone has them, even my Tamil uncle, who might be a street vendor. Speculations aside, I don't even care about who you are and what you do. I just want you to do you, what you dreamt to do. Hold up. When I was 14, I was naive, but it didn't stop me believe. What a relief. Girls were unknown territory, you'd know. I didn't have to hurry. I just had my notebook and pen. No need for the glory. So I had no need to worry. I was just a kid. So if I did hurt you then sorry. As I was growing up, the list did not stop of what I had to achieve. I had to dream. I could be my own king. I had to believe that I could do my own thing. Think like this. Those who looked at you back in the day and frowned are those who stand in the line today to get you crowned for what you do and who you are. Dream, believe, achieve, be a star. Boy, sometimes you got to fight day and night, weekdays and weekends. Never let your dreams end. I'm just another brown boy at this white place, putting words down on the paper, the dream, not just another face. In violet, I was speculating, going back and forth. Now I'm amazed by all the support from the north. I'm constantly chanting, dream, believe, achieve, doing good things for those around you, and one day you'll receive. I had never heard about the word defeat. It's just the beginning indeed. Nothing's complete. I'll just delete all the past downfalls from my mind. Mind stuck on forward button. No need for a rewind. Here at the end, let me define. Make a difference. Make a killing, Lord willing. Let your dreams lead your line. Emotions. One of life's notions. Emotions. Sets everything in motion. From time to time, I fell in love. So don't be afraid. Be brave. It's difficult. Her voice on repeat on my inner tape. Simply feelings, emotion, and the inner struggle. We are all waiting for true love and not the casual snuggle. I'll be making my way away from my worst behavior and your child's play. Emotions. One of life's notions. Emotions. Sets everything in motion. Trust. It's crucial. I'll be needing tons. Shout out to my team from early, my day ones. On the top, they on my side. When I'm down, they won't hide. Glory hunters, let them slide. At last, don't try to avoid your feelings. They might teach you a lesson, or even be a healing. Because emotions, one of life's notions, emotions, sets everything in motion. Surrounded by blessings, I feel blessed. Every day there's a helping hand. I feel blessed. Opportunities like this, I feel blessed. I'm way up. I feel blessed. Aiming to be a lovable and caring person, to be a blessing or a shoulder to cry on. Simple things. A smile to the stranger on the street can be a blessing. To stop everyday terror, start by looking at your own mirror. Then it's time to make the depressed feel blessed. Bring a smile on the face and they've progressed. Keep it real. It isn't a be a nice contest, but at least try to be nicer than Kanye West. Always there for me, and suddenly you were gone. All our precious moments, but now there's no room for new ones. I'm thinking about you. I'd cried an ocean for you. Unconditional love you had for me as I had for you. Your positive energy, your smile, helped me through dark times. My grandparents, you are one of the closest to my heart. You made me stronger and value life itself. Losing you all was extremely hard. Special human beings you were, always putting your families ahead of yourselves. I saw that. I acknowledge that. Not only a grandparent, a pillar of support, an advisor. It's superficial to put my appreciation of you all in words. Every day I'm sending my love, looking above, and you're sending smiles from above. Physically, we are all here together. Mentally, we are all alone, looking down in our zone. Why sit down in our virtual squares of isolation? Look up and around, show some appreciation. Embrace your surroundings. They might be the ones who teach you the important things. Progress can't be made by being a jerk. Once upon a time, Rihanna said, you need to put in the work. Jokes aside, this is a serious matter. Nothing is served on a platter. Always there in your defense, on your side of the fence, are family and friends. Being on your own, you might get caught in all your negative thoughts. This might be a cliche, but hey, think about it, be clever. This message is more relevant now than ever. One day I was thinking, who are we? How are we towards each other? These questions on my mind, I needed to rewind. What have we achieved so far? I'm not talking about buying a new car. I mean, genuine aspects of being a human being. To trust and not deceive, to not give up and believe. Have we started to learn our lessons? Have we started to accept our imperfections? Are we able to keep it real? Are we able to show our real faces? I hope so. Let's put it through our paces. Or is it difficult in these days where people are being judged in all places? You won't progress by being judgmental. Imagine a world where everyone is the same. Sounds kinda lame. So let's positively use our different abilities, which create unique possibilities. Give people a chance. Judge them by how you find them, and not by what you have heard about them. Let others tell the stories. Learn about them. Accept others simply for who they are, and together we'll come far. In today's world, people are automatically put in boxes. That's mad. People are being looked down upon. That's mad. Stereotyping, hate, racism, discrimination, it's all mad. What I simply want to say is appreciate and love the people around you. Each of them is unique, and you never know when they will astound you. I was not used to it. I was not. I was not used to you not being around me, not being there to shed a light on my darkest days, on my life these days. But that's just the way it is. I was not used to it, but I will eventually be, and you'll see that I will be able to move on, that I will be able to listen to certain songs without a teardrop, since it's time to move on and stop. I pulled my phone out of my pocket. Not a word from you, but I kept staring at it. Couldn't stop it. But I'm okay. Closing my eyes and letting it go. Listen to the words of Janae Aiko, a song of hers humming in my head saying, although it hurts I know, but I just can't keep running away. Sometimes I think that I don't need you, but I want you. Hold up. I was not meant to think like that. I needed to take care because nothing was the same anymore. My life changed to something without you anymore. I don't know if it will become something greater. If it does, I will thank you and me later. Sometimes, no matter what I do, all I think about is you. It's an inner dilemma. since I'm just a young fella. You did let me love you, made my brain turn off for a while, as yours might was too. The first one I showed my love, what happened was a sign from above, that we were destined for greater things than each other's love. It might sound cynical, or maybe it's me being too analytical. I was trying to move on. You helped me with that, and that's not wrong. You wanted the best for me, as I wanted the best for you in your life. I want you to be another man's future wife. I want you to be a mother. It's all part of life. I won't bother. Because right now, all is well. I've moved on.